How to create a website for your writing portfolio using Wix. Hey everyone, welcome. I hope you're all doing great. In this video, I'll show you step by step how to do so, starting with building the actual website, up until how to adjust pages accordingly and leave you with your design and creativity. So to get started, you basically want to go ahead and visit wix.com and you're going to create your account for free. So this is going to be a completely free signing up process, and even creating the actual site is going to be for free until you feel like upgrading and you want more features and less watermarks and so on. But again, to get started, just go to wix.com and sign up for free with your email, and you should be uh, go into this main dashboard here, and among this dashboard you're going to find this sites option, and within the sites option we're going to start by clicking on create new site from the top right. However, before we continue, I just need to note something there, very specific, that on the top left you can see on my screen I have Wix Studio, and Wix Studio is another branch for Wix, but this is going to use another editor. And in this case, we're not going to be using Wix Studio. We're going to be using the default Wix editor. I need to note this because it's very important and because there's a lot of differences between the two. So again, I repeat, no Wix Studio. So to start with your free Wix website, you just click on create new site from within the site's dashboard. This is going to allow us to start our process by creating our site. This is going to notify me just to tell me whether I want to create a website using Wix Studio or the default Wix. But like I said, I'm just going to be using the default Wix editor, so I'm just going to click build with the Wix editor. Now this is going to be the screen that you're going to be greeted with most likely than not, and it's going to first ask you whether you want to create your site with AI or without AI. Now you have these two options to choose from. And simply put, if you want to use AI, it's going to ask you a few questions and you basically answer them with prompts, meaning you are going to type exactly what you want or what you expect for your website to look like and to have. And AI is going to guess at its best and try to provide you exactly what you need. If you just click on Start Chat, this is going to be the option to take. But we can also go to Setup without chat, which I personally favor, and this is going to allow us to create it with templates, and we're going to select what type of website we actually want to create. Now I recommend that you go with this because I'm going to actually go with it, and this is going to be a lot easier for me personally. So I'm just going to click on setup without chat. Once you click on setup without chat, if you did use AI, that's fine. It's not nothing is going to be different for you. It's just going to have a different process a little bit. But if you did without chat, then you're just going to be in this page. And this is the page that is going to ask you basically what type of website you want to create, whether it's going to be a portfolio, online store, and so on. So usually, if you want, you can just do writer, blog, writer, portfolio, whatever you want to actually go with. So I'm just going to go with writer portfolio. This is going to be the most matching thing for me, but you can also go for any other thing. And you can even completely skip this step, but I highly recommend that you don't, because this is going to give us more personalized options, apps, and also templates later on for writing and also for portfolios. So I really recommend that you go with this and click on continue. This is going to generate the dashboard for us, and it's going to ask us a few more questions where we are going to basically fill them out, select what we actually need from what we don't, and continue on. So the first thing is, what would you like to call your website? And you are going to basically select a name for your site. So I'm just going to do writer example site, because I'm not really going to publish this. Again, this is just a test for you to understand the process. So after you give your site a name, you basically just want to click on continue. And again, you can feel free to skip if you don't want to, but I highly recommend that you don't, and you will see why in a second. So click on continue, and this is going to ask us more things that we want for the site. So whether you actually want to sell products, so if you want to sell your books, for example, make sure you select this, which is going to allow us to install the store later on. And again, you can feel free to do so later if you try to skip this. So if you already did skip it by mistake or something, don't worry, you can always just do it yourself. You can even offer services if you want to do that, like rate for people, promote myself, just explore, build a community. So basically just check whatever thing is going to suit you best in your goals, basically. Once you do this, just click on continue. And based off of the things that we just checked, it's actually going to recommend for us different apps that is going to install. For example, it's going to install the portfolio app for us, which we can showcase our work in the portfolio feature which Wix has to offer, where you can create multiple different projects, and each project is going to have different, you could say, samples with images even. And then we can also, it's going to check for us the online store because we stated that we want to sell things. And then it's also going to recommend more things. For example, if you want to set up events, or even blog. If you want to start blogging using this site, you're going to have to check this one. If you don't see this entire page, again, you can feel free to install each one of them later on from the App Store, which I will direct you to once we actually get to that point. And then we can also discover more apps here like bookings, pricing plans, forms, chat, and stuff like that. I'm just going to leave them empty and click on continue. And this should be done for the time being, and we just click on continue to dashboard. This is going to generate the dashboard for us where we can actually find the entire hub for our site, including but not limited to the design site aspect where we can actually edit our site, and also more things like the catalog when it comes to the products, blog, portfolio, the different apps. And if you want to install apps and if you didn't actually see the screen that we saw before, you can always just go to the apps section, click on app market, and it should open it up for you, and you can install really any app that you want. And then we also have more things, which I highly recommend to start off. When you actually first start, go to the bottom of this list and go to the settings tab here. And there's going to be plenty of settings that you want to go through, which are very important, and it's going to be different from one person to another. For example, if you actually want to sell stuff for your store, then the finance and payments is going to be something that is very important to fill out, especially the accept payments option here for the settings. This is going to be the payment methods that you accept, so you can actually get paid through. So if you just go ahead and click on that, it's actually going to show up your location, so the country that you're located in. And according to that country is going to show us the best options for you for that country. So for me, we have Stripe, PayPal, and also manual payments. So Stripe being the main one to accept credit or debit card payments. PayPal obviously is, PayPal. And then we can also click on see more payment options where you can find, for example, Google Pay, Apple Pay, and also different providers, which could be completely different for you for your location. So make sure you actually connect them if you want to accept payments. But this is going to be for the premium plan. You can't use the free Wix website to accept payments just yet. So this is very important. And then if you just go back, you can also go to the second option here, which is getting paid, where you will need to obviously customize this further. But then we want to also go to the domains section and actually connect your own domain. So if you already bought a domain or you own a domain, you will need to basically connect it to your site, which if you don't, at some point you actually should do that, obviously, if you really want to be promoted. And then we can go to the general settings and really go to the business information and really set this up. This is going to include our logo, the name of the site, the category that it fits in, and also a description for our site and even location if it is relevant for our site, which most likely than not is not for the time being. And then we can also have more settings to set up anyway. Now with that being out of the way, we just want to go to the home page. And once we go to the home page, this is where we access the site and the actual editor for the site, beginning with design site on the top right. But then later on, after the first time, it's going to say edit site. So, keep that in mind. So the first time you just basically want to click on design site. And this is going to allow us to begin our site process or designing our site with two different options. One is customize using a template, meaning you're going to find a template out of many different templates out there. You're going to select it and then adjust it to your liking. Or the second option, which is generate a design with AI. This is going to be more like question and answer with prompts, again, much like the previous step. So again, if you prefer this way, you can just click on generate a design. If you prefer a template, which I personally do, click on pick a template. So I'm just going to go to pick a template. So once you click on that, it's actually going to show you different templates with the writer portfolio, because this is the type of website or category we chose earlier. But it's going to be different for you probably, or sometimes it's even going to show you random templates not related at all to your category. If it's that case, you can see at the top here we have a search bar. You can just search up writer portfolio and you should be able to find it. Basically, the templates are starting points, so you can fully customize them later on. So it's not going to be, detrimental. You can always change it, but just find a good starting point and then we are going to change it from there. So I'm just going to find a proper template and start with that. Obviously, if you want to start with a template, just click on edit and that should apply to your site. Okay, so I'm just going to use this one. It was one of the first options, and then once you click on edit the site, it's going to open up your site editor. And at first, if it's your first time, it's actually going to take a little bit of time installing all of the different apps that we chose. So it's going to take a little while, but then once it's done, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to get started with your designing process. Okay, so you're going to start with the home page. And if you want to switch between pages, you have two different ways. Either go to the top left and switch to other pages, or just go to the section on the left dashboard, click to pages and menu, which should be the third option. And then you're going to have all the different pages that exist, and you can even do more actions to them, like delete them or even hide them from menu and so on. So this is when it comes to pages. So let's just go to stick to the home page. If you're editing and it looks like this, I recommend that you make it to 100. Just click on the plus icon on the top right. This is going to be easier for us to see. Now, the Wix editor is very easy to use. It's a drag and drop editor, and it is very simple to use because any section that you want to edit, it's just click on it and you're going to be able to adjust whatever is in it. So this section is basically divided into 3 different columns for a strip. A strip is pretty much an empty container that you can add anything in. So they added a strip, and this strip, they divided it into 3. So 1 with an image, 2 with text, and 3 with another image. So you can just click on strip number 1 and change background, and you can click on the second strip and you can obviously adjust the text. And if you want to adjust the third one, just click on column number 3. So when it comes to the actual elements within, if you want to adjust text, just go ahead and click on it and click on edit text. If it's an image, just click on the image and click on change background. If you want to adjust something else, like again, this is text, so pretty much you get the idea. Just click on anything that you want to change and it's going to pop up a little side bar at the top or at the bottom depending, and it's going to have some options here that you can change. Now again, I'm not going to spend much time showing you how to use the editor. So if you want to add stuff rather than, instead of adjusting them, first to add a section, go to the bottom of another section and it should show you this option to add a section. A section is an empty place that you can add anything in. So you can just go to add elements from the top left and really add your headings. You can add your images, you can add your buttons, and also more stuff like slideshows, videos, that type of stuff. And this is pretty much how to do it. So if you just go to image here, for example, or even button, and if you want to add a button, basically just drag with left click and drop it to wherever you want it to be. And then you can feel free to just adjust the size for it and so on, and click on settings to even adjust the text and the link to the button. Now this is going to be for the home page, but we can also find, because we installed the portfolio feature, we can actually go to the pages, or even go to pages and menu here, and we go to portfolio page, and we should find the portfolio pages here for the default one, collection pages and project pages. So if we just click on portfolio, you're going to find this empty portfolio with some sample projects. You want to click on Manage Projects, and within here it's going to take you to the dashboard for Wix, and in here you can feel free to just go to Projects here. And then you obviously would want to create your own projects. So there's going to be short stories, articles, what type of writing that you actually want to go with. And then just click on Next. And then add images to that and generate projects. And this is going to allow you to create your own portfolio this way. Or you can even click on Setup without AI and really do each one individually by deleting the sample ones first. Click on Add Project on the top right and start adding them one by one. And then it's going to automatically be placed in the portfolio page for you automatically. So speaking of, before we end this video, if we just go to our main dashboard here for the site, let this just load in. So if we just go to our new site, which is this one, select site, and you go to your main dashboard. Before we end this, if you want to sell stuff or sell products like books, you can always just go to catalog, which should be here somewhere if I'm not mistaken. I think the store is actually removed, but anyways, we can just go to design site from the top right. Oh, we did not save our site. This is why. Okay, hold on. Okay, so if you actually want to sell items, you basically want to go to add apps if it's not added for you automatically. For some reason, it's uninstalled for me. So just go in and search for Wix stores within the apps section. And from here, it's going to pop up this one right here. Click on it and click on Add to Site. I'm not going to do that for the time being because I think it's enough. But once it's actually added, you can go back to the dashboard and you should be able to find catalog in here, and you can add your products here, whether it's books or whatever it may be that you want to add. And this is pretty much the basics when it comes to creating a writer portfolio website for your Wix. So hopefully you found this video to be informative and a good step-by-step guide, and thanks for watching.